Hey there, everyone. This is Matt Ullman, and talking to you about an experiment I've been doing the past few days. I don't know what happened, but somehow the Charter DVR box that I have turned on closed captioning, and I can't figure out how to turn it off. It's to the point now, though, I don't want to turn it off. It's amusing. Um, a couple of examples, and I don't know who the hell does this, because it's starting to ring very scary reminders of all your base are belong to us. Example, I watch the History Channel. That's basically where it's been parked for the past few days. And on there they've got an ad for Engineering Empires, I think is the series, where they talk about architecture and how things came about as far as buildings and whatnot in various cultures. The one that they're advertising is for Russia. I don't know what happened, but maybe they were trying to translate it into Russian, but if you look on the closed captioning, it's garbled. There's nothing. It's just like somebody's mashing keys and it's coming up. So I feel sorry for deaf people. I mean, the people that I'm putting myself in the mind of are people who are stone deaf, haven't heard a sound since they were born. That's the way I'm looking at closed captioning when I watch these. So I watched a couple of shows today. One was The Naked Archaeologist, and one was apparently an ID is a series. They did a profile on somebody who did a profile on Adolf Hitler and how he came about getting his information and whatnot. And it was weird because the Naked Archaeologist one alone was. Sorry, no. He was looking for what David's harp, King David of the Bible, what his harp would have looked like. And it was pretty good. He finally found somebody around Jerusalem, I believe, who makes them. And it was all nice and neat until they showed the lady playing the harp. And for a lot of it, and this is one thing I find stupid. Up in the corner, they'll put musical notes if music is playing. Like anybody who's deaf and has never heard music anyway is going to be hearing that it's playing in the background. They can't hear it anyway. So what the hell's the point? It's like I was watching Predator, and it was like, you know, then it even went into the type. It was like suspenseful music, in the brackets, of course. It's like they can see him. He's running. They know he's running from the bad guy. What the hell difference does it make if there's music? They can't hear it anyway. They don't know what suspenseful music sounds like. So, but this lady, she picked up she got what looked more like a traditional harp and started playing. So of course the little musical notes showed up. And here's the thing that really got me. And I hope to God this was in the closed captioning. But they put at the bottom the name of the song. Why? They've never heard it. I mean, even if you believe that thing where somebody deaf can put, their hand on your chest or on a speaker or whatnot and get an idea, they've not heard it, most likely. So what's the point in telling them what they're not listening to? It doesn't make sense. So yeah, that was one thing. Oh, another one. I was watching The Next Nostradamus, about a man who has invented an equation to forecast future events, and supposedly with some accuracy. So, but you knew that they were going off of the script, because there were times when, like, he was saying the 5 things of whatnot. or he said supposed things, but in the thing it came up 5 things, which means that you know it was edited because he only said 4. It's like, okay, so I guess that 5th thing we're not supposed to know about yet. But here, getting back to the shows I watched today, the second one was on Hitler. It's the evil mind of Hitler or some shit like that. I don't know if maybe the closed captioning has just gotten fucking garbled, but it's all in 2 lines now instead of 3, and it's like they're overwriting each other. And half the time it's gobbledygook. I mean, there's nothing. It's just random letters. I'm glad I'm not deaf, because I would have gotten 0 out of that. And it's just like, what? You guys couldn't read the script? You can't just type in the script? Go through, I'm sure that they have people who sit and listen and just record what they do. It would take me a couple of days, but I could transcribe a half-hour show. It's not that hard. I do it with music sometimes. I've got a podcast called Rendell's Picks. And if I play a single song, if there are no lyrics for that song, in a couple of cases there haven't been, I'll go through the song and, play about 5-10 seconds, pause it, write down what I heard. Okay, click. 5-10 seconds, pause it, write down what I heard. And if it's a song that I've seen before, then, something might trigger, well, now this is when they say this, and this. But yeah, give me a day and I could transcribe these damn things. And I don't remember what I was watching, but they had, I think it was The Children of Abraham. Part 1, that's another thing I hate about cable boxes. They only tell you, especially in parts, that this is a series, but they never tell you which part you're watching. And if you bring it up in the channel search, it'll just be the same thing. They'll list like different times, but if you go down them all, it's the same description for everything. I found that out with the naked archaeologist today, naked psychiatrist. Yeah, that'd be fun. Depending on who it was, right? They're not going to dig up Freud and put him in the chair. Now that wouldn't fly. You wouldn't have to see the old man shrivel dick. I mean, I hope to God he's decomposed by now. But okay, way off topic. Anyway, they were talking about pyramids, I think, or something, and they mentioned the word ziggurat, which anybody in the world of Warcraft or Warcraft knows about, because it's the undead. In Warcraft 3, it's the undead home building. It's the food populator building. Went right off the screen. It said, they look like blank, and then started the next sentence. And I don't believe the person that was on the screen saying the word ziggurat, so if you're deaf, you have absolutely no clue now what they're talking about. Because some lazy-ass bastard couldn't go on the web and try and figure out how to spell ziggurat. I'll admit, right now, I don't have it in front of me. I don't know how to spell it. If I had to guess, I'd say Ziggart. Or Ziggarat. Would be, and I know that's not right. But, it's giving it a chance. And if you put that in, a spell checker will come up and say, well, did you mean this? So, if it's a decent one, anyway. But yeah, that's my confusion for the day. So put that, anybody who has lost their hearing or who has to rely on closed captioning now, what do you think of it? I mean, especially in anime. I can watch anime in English and watch the closed captioning, and the two almost never agree. So, how do you approach that? How do you deal with that? Or just normal people, have you done this? Have you laughed? It's Matt Ullman, and I will catch you guys later.